The weather is amazing.
Of the lake.
He took the puck to score! This early morning we are driving from Cary, Illinois to the downtown of Chicago. We drive there with Thomas. Say hi.
Hello. Hi.
Thomas watching Real Russia show, of course. So that's why he and his wife kindly invited us to stay in their place and to show all around.
I've watched so many of your videos since then. It's kind of now, I've kind of forgotten what the first video was that I saw, but perhaps it was an interview with a Russian music group, or maybe it was you showing just general life in Ufa. And for me it was very interesting because my wife's Russian, and it was just very familiar. A lot of the daily life activities during my visits to Russia, it was exactly how I remembered it. Very typical daily life, the bus, the shops, you know, the parks, all the maybe it was the park video you did, Gorky Park, early on. You've always seemed to me as someone that's very much how you appear on your show, and which is true now meeting you in person. So we were hoping to just show you our city and our part of America, which was a great idea because you've been showing us Russia for so many years. I figured it's time we return the favor and show you America. So we're happy to host you, and of course it's been a delight for my wife and my son to speak Russian with fellow Russians, and of course Alex is going to be really sad when Vika leaves tomorrow.
Thanks so much for inviting me to stay in your place, to show all around. This is a really big favor.
Ohio Street. It's the biggest exit from the expressway. It's the most popular, but because it has more lanes, it should move faster.
SUV. Escalade.
This is the water tower, the tower in the center. It's one of the few buildings to survive the Great Chicago Fire of 1871. So this around was all ashes after the fire, except for this, because it was one of the few stone buildings. And then obviously the water inside helped. But the reason Chicago architecture is so unique is because they had to rebuild so much of the city so quickly after that fire. So many of the world's leading architects came to Chicago for work to rebuild it. So that's why we have here kind of the architectural center of America, if not the world. So we're going to the Hancock Building now. We're going to pull into the parking garage that adjoins the Hancock Building, which is the second tallest in Chicago. We're not going to the first tallest because this is the most convenient for all the other attractions, including Oak Street Beach, Michigan Avenue Shopping. It's a closer walk to the Wandella boat tours if we want to take the Chicago Lake and River tour, which I recommend we go to today to get a great view of the architecture and the water system. So now we're pulling into this parking garage, and it's a fun little circuitous way up to the floor for parking, and this man's going to maybe check our trunk to see if we're not terrorists planning to blow up the Hancock Building. Hi, just coming to park.
Oh.
Thank you.
You gotta get a ticket at the top of the ramp.
All right, thanks so much.
All right, have a good day.
You too, thanks. We'll ride around. We'll get a ticket.
There are no paid fares at the exit. Take this ticket with you and pay at the pay station in the lobby when you return.
Oh, look at this. Okay.
The weather is amazing. 23 Celsius. How much in Fahrenheit?
72.
72.
Maybe?
72 at the 1st of November.
Yeah, it almost never happens in Chicago.
едем. I'm excited.
В 96-м, наконец-то. Вау! Сколько посередине даже видно.
After visiting the Hancock Tower, we go to the beach.
Oak Street Beach.
What? Hugh Hefner?
Oh yes.
Hugh Hefner Way?
This is the Playboy building, right? Or the former Playboy building.
Interesting that, you know, the creator of an erotic magazine got the street named after him. In Russia, we mostly dedicate our streets to the scientists, cosmonauts, writers, poets.
This is Lakeshore Drive up here. And to cross, we can go under in this pedestrian walkway. Bikes for rental.
That's same as in Moscow.
This will be the best view from the land of the lake. And this is considered one of the most scenic views of Chicago. This is where all this, the center of all the broadcasting in Chicago is, right along the river here. We have the Trump building, the Wrigley Building. We'll see it when we get, because it kind of darts in a little bit. It's the Tribune Tower, home of the Chicago Tribune newspaper. It's the biggest newspaper in Chicago. And also WGN Radio. And then we're coming up on the Wrigley Building here on the right.
Wrigley, that's the one who are making the chewing gums?
Yes, absolutely. This is their headquarter building.
But maybe he makes something more than that. This is Wrigley's.
Yeah, this is the Wrigley Building. They used to be the owners of the Cubs, so Wrigley Field, where the Chicago Cubs baseball team plays, is named for the Wrigley family. From their chewing gum empire, they were able to afford buying the Cubs. The field still retains its name, Wrigley, but the owners are no longer the Wrigley family.
Мы вчетвером идем кататься на лодке. Мы будем кататься 90 минут.
Coming into view now is two Prudential, modeled after One Liberty Place in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Up there to our right is Ball City, building with the white sides and the big black vertical lines. Since January 2nd, 1900. All right. You can charge the rent because that's technically your air. It knows Marty Billboy, Ronald McDonald, Sarah Backer Pond, Tony the Tiger, who's the line on over on 35 West Blackhawks up here in Chicago. You see these steel plates on the windows? Those are called mullions. So whenever the building first came up in 1989, everyone who moved in complained that it was way too dim on the inside because of that dark black and gray granite. Trump Tower is still the second tallest in Chicago at 1,362 feet. Diamonds and sapphires in the pocket and a little bit secret for them.
It was a nice ride. Thanks so much. And now, guys, we are in the Millennium Park of Chicago. From here you can see an amazing scenery of the city. Those skyscrapers, those buildings. This is a downtown of Chicago. But the main landmark here in the park is this bean. This is a huge, giant bean. Like a mirror, it reflects everything what is around. And if you will get closer, you will see your reflection too. They have found definitely a nice place for this bean because the reflection is just amazing. And it gives you 360 degrees view. And here I have met Lara Zot. She is one of the viewers of the Real Russia channel. So now she also knows that I'm for real. I exist.
He's here.
Hey ho! Say hi.
Hi.
Now we go to get off our car from Hancock Building and we'll go to the studio of Vashe Radio, your radio, the Russian speaking.
12:40 a.m.
Yes, 12:40 a.m.
It should be a fun experience, and then we go right back to the Blackhawks game.
This is something what I'm waiting most of all. That's the building where the radio located.
Прошу вас.
Здравствуйте.
Приятно.
Вика, ты тоже хотела говорить чуть-чуть.
Окей, не стесняйтесь. Располагайтесь, прошу вас, мы скоро начнем.
Hello, привет всем огромный. Здравствуйте, это Ваше Радио. Сегодня в студии интересно. У нас в гостях уже популярный видеоблогер Сергей Буклыков.
Такие люди у нас вообще впервые в студии.
Леди и джентльмены, всем привет. Спасибо за великолепное интро.
Лада, it's power.
С первых месяцев я начал получать приглашения, когда люди то тут, то там мне писали, что hey, Sergey, so what do you think about visiting the United States? So if you will be here, I would love to meet you and show you all around. Только спустя 3,5 года я об этом задумался и подумал, почему бы и нет.
В каких городах США ты уже побывал?
Мы прилетели 22 октября в Нью-Йорк-Сити. Вообще у нас роуд-трип. Мы берем машину в прокате и едем. Мы поехали в Филадельфию сначала, затем после Филадельфии мы поехали в Кливленд, Огайо. Из Кливленда мы приехали сюда, в Чикаго, и завтра отправляемся уже в Омаху, штат Небраска.
А все-таки в гости-то ты пойдешь к кому-нибудь, кто вот звал?
Я сейчас нахожусь в гостях у великолепной семьи Митчеллов.
Ага.
Кстати, вот находится как раз здесь
Тома.
да.
Вот как, ага, у нас в студии находится.
Просто великолепные хосты. Отличные встретил парень Мэтт Чекл в Филадельфии, в Кливленде семья принимала.
Заходите на YouTube-канал, подписывайтесь, наслаждайтесь, смотрите.
И поддерживайте.
Welcome. Это да.
Удачи тебе, хороших тебе впечатлений в Америке. Всего наилучшего. Спасибо. Пока.
Правильно.
United Center. This is a home arena for Chicago Blackhawks. And I'm pretty excited about it. For the first time in my life, I go to the NHL hockey game. Go Hawks! Go Hawks! They had the game against Calgary Flames. An electronic ticket, you know. Artyom Panarin and Artyom Anisimov are playing in the Chicago Blackhawks, and today they are in the first five, in the first line. What happens in the areas in the NHL when the home team scores. It has taken 11 minutes to go around the third level of United Center. getting back home from the game of Chicago Blackhawks against Calgary Flames, and I want to say that was definitely an amazing game. And first of all, I'm really proud of the thing that actually a half of the game was made by Russia, by Russian guys, Artemy Panarin and Artemy Anisimov. That's great. Both of these guys scored today. The players are pretty professional, as in KHL, as in NHL, and I can say that I definitely enjoyed the game. So thanks for bringing us there. It was really great. Now we'll get home. We need to get a good sleep and we'll continue driving tomorrow early morning.
Halloween!
Trick or treat.
Walter White.
Ay, 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 ay.